You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers for March 10th through the 14th. Valentin is saying goodbye and Sonny is confessing, plus an arrest is made. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Let's get right into what's happening next week, starting on Monday, March 10th, season 62, episode 125 of GH. So Anna and Jason are in a race and they are trying to get to Valentin and Charlotte in Buenos Aires before the WSB reaches them, because they know it could all go sideways and Charlotte could be collateral damage when the WSB tries to finish that kill order that Jack put out on Val. And Anna's a little worried and she thinks that getting there and getting to them has gone too easily, and she thinks something is wrong. Meanwhile, Valentin is telling Charlotte that it's time that they say goodbye. And I wonder if he realizes not only that he's putting her at risk, but that risk will never stop as long as she's with him, because the WSB won't stop, Lulu won't stop, nobody's going to stop. Meanwhile, Dante goes looking for help from Maxie, which is very interesting. And this could be, there's a lot of things he's worried about right now. The stuff with Gio, the stuff with Lulu, the stuff with Tracy. And I'm guessing probably Lulu is the subject because that's who she possibly could have the most influence over. Jordan and Isaiah make a pact and they may be vowing to go ahead and see where this romance takes them, but completely on the sly, because Jordan remains determined to find out what Sidwell is doing so she can take him down. And she thinks that she has an advantage that the police don't, because she doesn't have to follow policies and procedures. She can wear a wire. She can do all kinds of stuff since she is not a cop anymore. Meanwhile, Tracy is outraged on Monday. That could be the spoiler for every day of the week. She is constantly outraged. I'm sure it's at Drew, because there's a scene that's coming and it looks like they are in the Quartermaine family crypt, and Tracy tells him that she's calling the police, and Chase shows up and it looks like he is going to make an arrest. But the question is, would it be Drew or would it be Tracy? Because if that crypt is not on Quartermaine land, then he cannot possibly be trespassing. And Tracy's pretty volatile. And I think Chase is getting a little tired of his wife's grandmother. Lulu tells Brook Lynn that she better tell Dante right now about the baby secret. She's going to tell Dante if BLQ will not. And Brook Lynn rages at her and tells Lulu she is about to ruin lives. And as usual, she's only thinking of herself, and tells her that Dante, knowing that they had a baby that has been adopted out and isn't part of their lives, isn't going to make his life any better. She thinks it's going to make it worse, and he is under a lot of stress right now. Plus, Ned wants to know from Lois why she went to Sonny instead of coming to him. And I guess that's about Gio's education and all that kind of stuff. Tuesday, March 11th, season 62, episode 126. Brook Lynn is absolutely enraged. She is going off at Lulu still. And we also are going to have that same day Portia pleading with Curtis. Now, she needs to get him to work with Drew to buy them some time while Rick looks into the legal ramifications of her test tampering and all that. Meanwhile, Dante and Lulu reconnect. They may be sparking, but her dropping the baby bombshell is probably going to blow up everything in her face. And Sasha meets with Carly, wonder if she wants that job since the Quartermaines are being very heavy-handed, most specifically Tracy. And Emma steps up for Gio. Next week, we are going to see a big step forward that one couple takes, and that starts midweek on GH. Getting into those spoilers for Wednesday, March 12th, season 62, episode 127. Liz and Lucky are the couple we're talking about. Their attraction between them deepens. They had that dancing scene before the attack, and then she passionately kissed him at the hospital when he woke up. So sparks are flying left and right, and we'll see how fast this moves. Carly, meanwhile, confronts Drew, and this has got to be about him convincing Willow to move in. Meanwhile, Alexis goes looking for Curtis, and I wonder if this is about Shady Sidwell and that whole weird interaction. What is he going to do with that dagger with her fingerprints on it? That's dodgy. Rick delivers some bad news for Portia. Obviously, it's about the Drew blackmail. Ava needs a favor from Nina. Maybe that's to help Portia. Maybe it's to help herself. And this is a weird spoiler. There's a cameo from a wildlife journalist. And I wonder if he's checking out Spoon Island, or maybe he's over on the Q property. It's a very strange spoiler. Thursday, March 13th is episode 128 of season 62. And Lucky and Liz's big plans fall apart. They are thwarted. So I wonder if they're about to get really close and somebody interrupts. Meanwhile, Anna needs some assistance from Jack Brennan. And this may be about Valentin. It may be about trying to narrow down what happened to Cyrus. And if she knows that Jack's got a kill order out, I think she's not going to be happy. She probably is already under that assumption because of the shooting attempt the last time Lulu found him. Meanwhile, Carly is questioning her feelings, obviously, about Brennan. She kind of dissed him last week, and then that didn't go very well. And she's clearly very tempted, but little does she know it, she really needs to trust her gut where that guy is concerned, because he is pretty sketch. Lucas has an intriguing encounter. Maybe he is going to meet his new love interest that we know is coming after he told Brad they are never, ever, ever getting back together. And Portia is busy covering her tracks on Thursday, obviously, about Drew's blackmail. Maybe she's covering with Curtis. Maybe she's trying to do something to get rid of the whole test thing. I don't know how she could do that unless she hires the jackal to erase some stuff off the system. We're going to wrap up the week on Friday, March 14th, episode 129 of season 62. And Trina is getting ready to celebrate her birthday, and there's a big surprise coming, and I'm sure it has something to do with very handsome Kai. Christina, meanwhile, wants answers. This could be more on her grudge against Ava, or it could be from Sonny about his health, because that same day, Sonny is making a confession. Meanwhile, Dante opens up to Chase, and I wonder if by Friday he has found out about this baby. Very, very stressful stuff. Plus, Lois gets some reassurance, and I wonder if that is from BLQ not holding things against her mom, because obviously Martin had the information in his file from Lois. That's the only place it could have come from, so she may be worried BLQ will be upset with her.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.